Hey everyone, this is Brent Worley. I just want to give you a quick update on what I'm doing now and share a really interesting little prop bet between my wife and I. First off, I've gone back to P90X. I finished up Insanity, lost some weight, lost some inches, really proud with how it did. Kind of glad to move back to P90X. I really missed the lifting. Definitely encourage you if you're looking at P90X as something to try. Definitely look at it because it really works. It's all laid out for you, diet plan, how to progress with your diet and the exercise. I really missed the lifting. I got back into it. I've gone through 1 week of it now. Kind of here's a recap of my week. First day, I was worried about being a little weaker than what I was from the last round. Actually, was really surprised, able to really pump out the push-ups. Really need to work on push-ups still. After doing Insanity, plyo doesn't quite push me as much as what I wanted. But you know what? I'll get back to it. I was also a little bit tired Tuesday. I did 2 workouts on Monday, and so I was a little bit more tired on Tuesday than normal. Wednesday is fine. Yoga on Thursday, I did the full 92 minutes, which was a challenge to say the least. Friday, legs and back got me, okay? My glutes and the back of my legs were so sore all Friday, all Saturday. But hey, that's okay. That's part of it. I always say when you're sore, it's a good thing. It means you worked something. Yesterday, I switched out Kempo for an Insanity routine. I felt like pushing myself a little bit harder than what Kempo does. I use an Insanity plyometric cardio circuit, which is a shorter routine, 44 minutes. Had a really good exercise with it, dealing with a little bit of sciatic nerve issue in my right leg. If you've seen me on my blog, I've probably talked about it before, similar issue. But so anyways, I'm back to it, resting the leg today, feeling really good. By the way, still managed to burn 500 calories even with that leg bothering me from the nerves. So not quite as much as I can normally do, but still not bad. So now here's an interesting question I get a lot, and then I'll tell you about the prop bet. The question I get is, Brent, is the diet necessary? I hear it all the time. You know, I love exercise, I hate diet. I love exercise, I hate diet. Well, I kind of think of it like this. If you had a blueprint in front of you that showed you steps 1 through 10 of how to go from where you are now to being extremely wealthy and having to do whatever you want to do, doing whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, but you couldn't miss a step, would you take out one of those steps because you didn't like one of them? Well, I kind of view it the same way with proper nutrition and really cutting fat on the system like P90X. Now, I'm not saying you have to do the P90X diet. If you got a diet that works for you, you can do it. Realize though that the P90X diet and diet for Insanity and others are geared with specific things in mind. For me, I personally learned that on the Insanity diet, I didn't burn as much fat. And so when I went over and I switched over to more P90X style diet, guess what? My fat burn kicked up a little bit. So the Insanity diet is more specific for something that people are dealing with that. So you need to know your body a little bit, but at the same time you have to do something. You have to watch your nutrition. Lean meats, veggies, fruits, if you're going to do dairies, do low fats, eating regularly, eating good, no going out and getting cheeseburgers and french fries and unhealthy stuff. There's a time and a place for that, and it's very rare and seldom, and especially if you're working on cutting fat and getting in the best physical condition of your life. So people say, do you need to follow a diet plan? I say, most likely for your situation, yes, but if you have something else that works for you, do that. I highly recommend following the P90X diet front to end. The reason why, the fat shredder phase is going to boost your metabolism, get it working, and it's going to help you start burning fat faster. Then when you go into the energy booster, you're going to be able to push harder in your workout. So, those 2 phases alone are the ones that I've mainly concentrated on, and I can always notice the difference when I do them. Now, I will say that in the energy booster phase, I've got to learn on pushing myself harder to burn through the carbs. Again, I believe that I'm one of those that when I have an issue with starchy carbs, but I follow the diet anyways, and I still have results. So, go figure. Now, here's the prop bet with my wife. My wife decided she's going to exercise with me yesterday, and at the end of the exercise, she was joking with me about getting a tattoo. Now, y'all probably don't know me well enough to know I particularly don't care about tattoos, but she thought I should get one. Well, I decided, I'm just not sure. I've got to make something worth it, and so we started talking about body fat percentages and everything else, and I said, you know what? I'll get a tattoo if you get it down to 18% body fat. Well, she thought she was a lot closer than what she was. We went to measure, and she's not far off, but she just isn't quite at 18%. We'll just say that. She's closer than what I am, or close enough to where she can get there. Not quite as close as what I am to 18%. So, so we decided, we're going to do this. But I said, wait a minute. So, if I have to get the tattoo, then if I get down to something, then you got to do something. All right. So, we decided that if I can cut 6% body fat, and she can cut basically 5% body fat between now and vacation, both of us are going to get tattoos at some time. Now, she seems to be a little more excited about getting a tattoo than I am. I'm just, it's just not me. But you know what? If it helps motivate her to do something, hey, let's go for it. And so, that's the bet. I've got to burn 6% body fat between now and August 14th, and she's got to burn around 5%. So, we've got our work cut out for us. We're really excited about doing it. Today really started her transition into more clean eating, and she's doing a great job. It's a challenge for anybody when you switch over to things, but I think she'll do fine as long as she sticks with it. So, anyways, follow progress on the blog. We'll be talking about it. I'll link to her blog on mine as well. You can see the link to my blog below. You can also see it on the sidebar where it tells a little bit of description of what this video is about. But we'll be updating people on the progress and what we're doing. It's going to be a really interesting challenge. I'm looking forward to it because I'm working on this round of P90X to get in even better shape, cut more fat, look more like the body that I want. So anyways, got any questions, feel free to drop me an email, brent@getfitwithbrent.com. Check out my blog, you can find my email address there. If you want to know more about Beachbody products or even how you can make an amazing income promoting products like P90X, Insanity, and all these other products Beachbody has, let me know and I can show you a little bit. There's a great opportunity behind it. Again, my name is Brent Worley. Just a little insight into my life in P90X. Hope you have a great week.